I used to be so good, so good, so good at repressing emotions. I was so good at it that I developed a chronic illness and could no longer fly planes when that was my career. And um, that I couldn't walk my dog, that I would get ocular migraines, that I had a day I couldn't get in my house because my vision was so blurry I couldn't see. That's how good I was at it. Like expert level repressing emotions. And surprise, surprise, I don't live that way anymore. And I wanted to talk about this concept of this really cliche sounding concept of less is more, right? Where we've heard that before, but I want to break it down so that it actually makes sense. Or at least this is what I've done in my life to make it productive for me. And when we're trying to be exactly that, productive, less can be more because it's not less everything. It's not just, I'm just going to sit here and hope everything works out. It's giving yourself more space. There's an affirmation I've been doing lately. The less I do, the more I create. The less I do, the more I make. The less I do, the more impact I have. And it's because I am giving myself space for that creation. And I'm not so full here that I lose touch with the presence and lose touch with my intention. And that's what we're talking about. The less we do, the more intention I can bring to each moment, as opposed to, okay, I'm done this, and part of me is thinking about the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And it's just like, slow down. What am I doing in this moment? And giving my all to that. And then I don't need to do as much to accomplish the same result. So, two things that I want to share. One, this YouTube channel is really new. Just from bringing my intention to this, I am better at YouTube. I am better at, like, even when I'm watching someone else's YouTube channel, I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. My skill of YouTube is getting better, not just from doing the videos, but because it's a focus of mine. When I see it in the world, I bring that in and I'm learning from it that I was ignorant to before. Or another great example is I recently did this money challenge. And then afterwards, I started listening to a book by, listening because I like Audible and I drive, so it makes my car rides fun. Mel Abram, The Building Your Money Machine, I believe is the title. And with that, all I did is started to track my spending and put it in an Excel sheet and put the intention of what I was doing with that spending. And that alone shifted so much because I became aware that some of my spending was avoidance, was, okay, I'm gonna do this to not feel that, to not like, I didn't know that I was using this the same way that some people would use like alcohol or drug. Like it wasn't that bad, but you get what I'm saying is this like numbing, avoiding, the same way that people would use watching too much Netflix would probably be a better example than me going straight to drugs. But all I did was bring intention, and then it made it really clear too. Like some of the things I spent, I'm like, man, I'm really grateful that I get to exchange this money energy to easily receive this service and this gift. And then there's other things that's like, that doesn't have much of an intention for me. That's not giving me a whole lot of value, and let that go. And that feels like me honoring money more. And it's not even about less, it's about deliberate. So that's an easy, tangible example. But bringing that into your growth, bringing that into your relationships, bringing that into your business that you're growing. If you just come with that intention instead of like, okay, I gotta go in and I gotta do this and I gotta make this content, I gotta message this and I gotta go here and I gotta like, oh, I gotta change my website. It's just like, stop, breathe, slow down, and what are you intending to do? And how can you achieve that? Instead of doing the things that we think we need to do, slowing down and deciding what it is that we want and moving towards that. It's like, I mentioned this recently, but it's like going to the fridge and opening it up and being like, oh, what am I going to whip up? And then you see what you can make, as opposed to, this is what I want to make. What do I need to make that? And it makes something much more beautiful. Then you go out and get the ingredients to make it exactly the way you want, instead of making some like half macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it that with expired milk, like whatever just happens to be in your fridge, right? So I don't know why that came into my mind. This is not anything that's in my fridge, but so when we slow down and bring that intention, it really helps us not just be more productive, but be the energy that we want to be the vibration or the operating frequency that's in alignment with the action. And it allows us to see the parts that aren't. It allowed me to see in that example, oh, sometimes I'm just spending money because it's like I'm feeling something, oh, this gives me something to do, this gives me a distraction. And when I see that, then I can be more deliberate. Then I can be more aware of who I'm being and make these shifts so that I'm embodying more of who it is that I want to be and letting go of these habits of who I have been that may have not been in my awareness yet. So that is all for today. Thank you.